fully
mics,
charged,
so
so
we
our
are.
volume should last all video.
But we have a topic around politics,
Yes.
which is always fun.
Lovely.
Lots of sales, 15 items
Yeah,
sold.
and this isn't a weekend day. That was literally one day.
Yeah, one day.
Monday.
So, and obviously the post office was closed yesterday, so everything that
Correct.
was packed and shipped yesterday,
Still going to be taken today.
it will be taken today with this new bundle of
Yes.
glories. So we're gonna have like 40 items
Yeah.
dropping off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
Great stuff.
it's to be expected. But at least now it's not as daunting because if you had to pack 40 items today, you'd probably be
What?
1 o'clock still packing.
Yeah.
But yeah, so before we get started, my name is Aaron,
I'm Amber.
and we are full-time resellers.
Yes.
We go live Monday through Thursday, and
Give you the inside scoop on what is happening, good or bad.
or just complete and utter nonsense, which is
Yes.
probably what we're talking about today.
You guys are going to be like, really? Cool.
So one of the things that we're trying to pivot to from a strategy perspective when it comes to garage sales, I do build out a pretty diverse sheet of lists.
Right.
Like, and I have
We
like
don't just start driving in the morning and hope for sales.
yeah.
That's not our thing.
We go on a particular route that we want to hit for certain garage sales, community sales, stuff like
Depending
that.
on timing,
And
participation.
yeah, and like area, because obviously you don't want to have. You don't want to be traveling. Like one of my pet peeves is I don't want to be traveling during prime time, which
Right.
I would say anytime between 7 and 9.
Yeah.
I don't want to be traveling 30 minutes to go somewhere between 7 and 9.
With
like
nothing.
I want to be picking.
Yes.
Like we need to be stopped and going and all that stuff.
Right.
So, one of the things that we're trying to institute a little bit differently than what we normally done is we want to find the ones that are beat off the beaten path, that aren't
Right.
advertised, that aren't,
Which is really hard to put on your map when you don't know they exist.
correct. So, when it hits 8:30 or so,
Yeah.
it's like, all right, we're going to start looking
Right.
for other opportunities and stuff like that. So this is where the politics come in involved. The signs are all over the place, and it makes it very difficult for us to find.
How dare you have advertisement other than a garage sale?
Let's be honest. Are those even effective?
I mean, I do think that the more you see a name, the more familiar you are with a candidate when you go to vote.
Yeah.
Like if you research nothing about the candidates, you at least recognize the name, and that could win some votes.
Okay, so
I don't like it, but it's the reality.
Needless to say, there's been times when we've stopped. And
Dang
then,
it! That's an ad.
Yeah, it's
or
an ad.
It's not even just politics.
It's
advertisement.
Politics
Roof,
makes it worse.
Installations.
House
for sale.
Open house.
Open house.
I've turned down and looked through an entire neighborhood only to come out on the other side to look to see it was an open house, not a garage sale.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh my gosh, I just wasted. Now, granted,
Prime
this is late
time.
in the day. Now that was late in the day.
He cannot see very well either. So
No.
if there's like a piece of paper on the side of the road, like
This is me trying to do it by myself without you
it's not
on
good.
one of those weekends.
Because usually I can read it ahead of time. By Aaron, it's just a political sign. It's just a house for sale, advertisement.
So, the question is, have you fallen victim for a political sign or any other sign that has led you into a neighborhood or a street that did not have a garage sale?
The other things in that same realm are people that leave up their garage sale signs.
Yes.
After the fact.
I mean, I've thought about like just going around and starting to tear down these signs at some point.
I know. So here's the theory. Good morning, Daisy. So here's a question. If you see an old sign and you fell for it and you turn down that street, are you a good Samaritan to pull it out so other people don't fall for it? Or do you say, my competition may fall for this. I'm going to leave it.
Yeah, get out of my town. Go for this other garage sale that doesn't exist.
And that's another thing. Like if you're only, garage sailing in a town that you live in, like the ones that are old signs and aren't. But when you venture out to a new town.
I mean, you can even expand
or
that.
Or the yard sale signs they left up from last week. Yes, it's so annoying.
Or the ones that run every week.
Right.
And not to go to those, but you're out of town and you're sourcing somewhere where and now you get trapped into the place that you're
So
not
that's
going.
the downside.
I've
of
seen Harry
following
Tornado fall for that, by the
Disney.
way. Yes,
Yeah,
I
that's
saw.
funny.
Oh, he fell for the trap.
Oh, because you knew that
Yeah,
sale was garbage.
I knew that sale was
Okay.
garbage. Everything was priced up too high.
Yeah.
Um,
So it's a love-hate relationship
yeah.
with signs. Because
Yes.
you want the signs, because if they don't advertise online, like, you need a sign.
Yep. And our best ones that we tend to go to
Yeah.
are the ones that
Are
nobody
not.
has advertised. They have just a sign,
Yes.
and then they wonder why nobody's came.
Yep.
Yeah.
No one's just driving around anymore looking for yard sales.
Yeah. Well, we will.
So,
We are.
so you want to have a route set, and then on the way to your next destination, be looking out for those random signs.
Yeah. Yeah. I would say after 8:30 ish
Yeah.
is about when I'm like, all right,
Can maybe start taking
we
a
can
detour.
deviate
Yeah.
from what our scheduled plan is.
Or those, I think there's been some signs that are really well done, and then there's others that are like, they had no address. It just said garage sale this way, and then you go and there's no more signs.
Yeah. Well, they took down all the other signs and then left up one.
Yeah. So those are frustrating.
Yeah.
But you make it through.
So first sale of
How
the
many do we
15,
have?
15. Vera Bradley navy blue.
Yeah, yesterday I packaged the red one.
Crossbody. $18 plus shipping, sold via promoted listing.
New listing.
Call of Duty Black Ops 3. We just sold this not too long ago. We got another copy for $1, and this one sold for $7.50 plus shipping. That's probably the
I
threshold.
was going to say, I really just wouldn't even have bought that if that's what the sale was going to be. Unless it came in a bundle. Or the writing on the sign that's so small you can't read it. I know. You have to pull over
I've
and
had
take
to
a picture.
Get out of the car.
They're wild. How do you think anybody's going to see it unless you pull over?
This is a pack of Disney Zoom Zooms, the one Alice in Wonderland lot. There's 7 of them in here, and this sold for $22.50 plus shipping. Lots of smaller sales today. Out of
That
15.
was, we recently sold a pack of Zoom Zooms, and we hadn't sold them in a long time. So it's like that sale beget this sale.
Maybe, or it could just be
Chance.
happenstance. Brooks Launch 6, size 6.
I love those colors.
Brooks Launch 6, size 7.5.
Too small.
Women's running shoes. These sold for $18.99 plus shipping.
Yep.
And I don't think they took too long. It's probably my favorite sale of the day.
For sure.
Um,
These we got a while ago.
and I think that'll be
Lipsticks.
like one of the things that I look for more than anything is if I see something that we've had for a long time and it sells, it just feels like a whole different.
Yes.
It's like found money, like finding a $20 bill in your pocket that you didn't know was there.
So we got a bunch of Estee Lauder makeup, like from someone that used to work at Macy's, and she just purchased tons of
No,
it,
no,
right?
that
Didn't
wasn't
she?
it.
What was
This
it?
was an estate sale, and the lady would want one thing out of this bundle of Estee Lauder, so she would buy these big baskets, and then she didn't use the
wow.
rest.
I didn't know
And
that.
so we
I
picked
thought
up
it
a
was
lot of extras that she just didn't use.
and never opened.
And
Guess what these two lipsticks sold for together?
$99.90 plus
Crazy.
shipping for
Estee
two
Lauder, Macy's.
Estee Lauder lipsticks.
Yep, same color, but I guess it's a retired color.
Yeah. So, yeah, the Estee Lauder, that thing is just paid over 10 times by now. This is a chainsaw manual. I picked up a bunch of manuals at one of the long yard sales. This one sold for $9 and a penny plus shipping for the chainsaw manual. This is our biggest sale of the day. It is an Easton bat. This is probably the most expensive bat we had left. So notice it's a 5-drop. So you want the lower drops.
A lower number drop because it's lighter? Is that what that means?
No. That means it's actually heavier, but it goes for older kids. So the younger kids have a higher drop. The drop is the difference between the length and then the weight.
Okay.
So the longer it is and the lower the drop, the more it's going to weigh. Okay. The little kids' bats will be like 10 drop, 11 drop, 13 drop, and they're just light as a feather for the kids to hit. But this one, and you can also tell it's got this, I don't even know what they call these.
Like a band in the middle.
Apparently it's supposed to be like 2 parts or something. But nevertheless, this bat sold for $119.95.
And it's not even in the best condition. Look at this.
No, it's got some wear and use.
So be on the lookout for
and
these.
It's a 10-year. That's a 10-year-old bat too.
Dang, that's
a 10-year-old bat sold for
that's
$120.
Yeah. And you know what's crazy too is like when you have your kids in sports like baseball, like my son couldn't use this one because he had to have the one that said USA baseball.
Yeah.
And they just keep changing it, so then you have to buy new bats. So
Another old listing is this Elmo, Rocking
it is
Elmo.
really old.
And this one sold for $19.90 plus shipping. So we sold a lot of old, stale
Yeah.
inventory.
Was it relisted or something?
I have no idea. I mean, it could have been, it could have not been. I don't know.
You don't remember like relisting this?
No, I didn't.
Recently.
I haven't done any
Adjusted it.
delist, relist in a while.
Okay.
Um,
Because you've just had so much other things to list.
yeah, I've been busy. Been busy. This is a game we picked up a couple weekends ago. Clue, brand new sealed. I love brand new sealed board games. These are like
Anything brand new sealed.
anything brand new sealed. This one sold for $29.95 plus shipping. I think I paid $3 for it.
Cool. Vintage game collection. Relive the fun. Only at Target.
Yeah, I'm kind of always amazed by the number of people that'll buy stuff and then just not even use it.
Cool. Well, if they were using it like a collector.
Or a gift.
I mean, I've got my kids things for Christmas or birthdays they haven't even opened. So.
Another item that's been listed for a long time. This is a VTech. I think we got this 2 winters ago. So this would be like a year and a half that we've had this. Baby monitor. I tested it. It does work. $39.95 plus shipping on the baby monitor.
Back in the bin.
This is a vintage Chicago Bear hat that needs a lot of work and cleaning. As you can tell, it has some wear, but got an offer for $12 plus shipping on it and decided to go ahead and take it and get some hats moving. Another no-brainer sale or buy when we were on the big long sale was this Sony.
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. PlayStation carry bag. This one, I think we paid 50 cents for it. It's like, okay, this is definitely going to go for more than 50 cents.
Yeah.
Not that great. I was hoping for a little bit better, though. $17.99 plus shipping on that bag. Was this a bargain hunt buy?
Yeah.
Okay, bargain hunt buy. These are always stuff that I like to look for, and you can find these too in garage sales and stuff like that. And then sometimes you can find a quantity if somebody buys a bunch of them at the same time. This one sold for $27.95 plus shipping. It sold really quickly for that. So
We just got this on Friday.
Yep. Can't complain.
Nope.
And we have a VHS Disney Spot Goes to a Party by Eric Hill. This VHS sold for $11.90 plus shipping.
And it has like a book in it, doesn't it? Or is it no? Oh, it's just this. It's like it is like a little book. Isn't that cute?
And then Best of Bluegrass Gospel. Okay, if you didn't know that bluegrass is gospel too, here you go. You do know. $9.95 plus shipping. It is a 3-disc set, and it is brand new sealed. So that's why I would get draw to that. So
Billboard bestseller.
And we did just sell a number 16 of the day.
They can see the address there.
Okay. Let me go up there. A Coach purse. So I'll go grab this Coach purse. And
it's not a new purse. It was a newly listed purse.
It sold for $26 plus shipping, and I think it did sell via promoted listing.
Probably did.
Yeah, promoted listing on that one. We had a lot of interest. We just got an offer before we started, and because we've had so much interest, it's like I can't take an offer on this. Especially now, if the person was not coming in through promoted listing, we would have probably took it. But I'm not going to pay an extra 7.5% on a hot item that's getting a ton of interest.
Right.
So that's some of the things that I will do is when an offer comes in, I'm looking. Are you coming in promoted or non-promoted? I will be more likely to make a deal with you if you're coming in non-promoted.
Yeah.
So.
Do they have an option to send it that way?
It's all about how they clicked on it. Did they click on the promoted listing or non-promoted listing?
Okay. Yeah.
So if they came in organically, I'll be more willing to negotiate with you. But
back out and come back to our page.
It sits for 30 days. So once they click on a promoted listing, it's 30 days.
Wow.
If that person comes back to purchase the item, even on the organic listing, it's still going to count as promoted.
Can you do DuckDuckGo?
I think the biggest travesty in this whole process is if you accept an offer or sell an item and then it shows up as non-promoted, initially, but then later it is discovered that it's promoted, and then it will retroactively.
No.
Yeah, it'll do that
So
sometimes.
dirty.
It's not common, but I have noticed it before.
Oh, yuck. So you
Yeah.
get deducted just randomly.
Yeah, and
I
like
wonder
maybe
if
you
some of
wouldn't
those
have.
are not real.
You know, you got to just trust eBay. We are in a partnership with Big Bad eBay.
That sucks.
But yeah, so plans for the day.
Well, we have an oil change, so I don't know if you want to do it or if you want me to do it, but I've got to ship, oil change, drop off packages, and list. I'm listing as much as I can today.
Yeah.
I got some clothes this weekend. At one weekend, like it was pretty much all that I got, all we got.
It
Is
was
that Friday?
Friday during the before we went to.
Yeah, but I got like a
Bring it home.
Lily shirt for $1. Like you can't pass those kinds of things up.
Yeah.
It's what? No, they were pants.
It was
Lily pants.
It was like 25 articles of clothing she picked up. She just kept going. I'm like, ooh, list them, Mama. Back in the house.
I know I did it to myself. But we were going to literally end up with nothing, which isn't the reason to purchase something, but that's.
Yeah.
I was excited about the kinds of clothes they were, so.
Yeah, puts those bins
What are
of
you
clothes on the back burner over there. I think I'm going to try to get through a lot of the DS stuff that I haven't gotten listed yet. Try to figure out what lots and things like that. And those are all going to be sold online.
Yeah, you did a good job cleaning shoes yesterday, and you listed all those.
I listed all the shoes, cleaned all the shoes, and then listed a few games as well. So I got through everything I wanted to yesterday, which was good. And I had a pretty set schedule of things that I wanted to accomplish yesterday. I was able to do that all, so that was great.
Yes.
I don't have as strict of a schedule today. So
are you doing the oil change or am I?
I don't know.
Okay,
We'll
I'll start
figure it out.
shipping.
Yeah.
Go from there. See how fast I can get it done.
So
it's 9:05.
And it is time to get
Time
to work.
to go.
Yep. Take care, everybody.
You guys have a good Tuesday. We'll see you tomorrow.